Welcome to Hallis Beer Hall. We're your spot for the grit and passion of Chicago sports. From the gridiron battles of the Bears to the diamond drama of the Cubs and Sox. Grab a cold one, settle in, and let's slapshot our way from the United Center to the Lakeshore Drive. This is Hallis Beer Hall, where the game never ends and the passion never fades.
I am a businessman now. Thank you.
Bulls are out of timeouts. 2 seconds left. Getting for the win. Go!
My God! I cannot believe this! Elizabeth, I'm coming, baby! Oh, no!
Improbable!
Unbelievable!
Impossible!
Magic Giddy! Good day,
What I learned, so like again, I've never played fantasy baseball, so I'm starting to figure out like the tools of the trade. I realized, so normally I do like the start active players just for the day. I don't do it for the week. And then the person I was facing went from like projected to get like 250 all the way to like 320. I was like, what the fuck? I realized they finally clicked start active players for the rest of the week. And so it's like it figured out all their shit. So I'm just gonna keep only doing it for the day because it might lull my opponent into like, oh, I've got this in the bag, when really they don't. So then they won't make pickups and shit. So I'm doing mind games now.
Except when you play the Juicy Hammer, because you just told us your entire strategy.
Yeah, well, yeah. Don't pay attention to the projected points because I've got some shit going on.
No, I'm
I
learning
really
too.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Starting pitching is like actually like really important. I did not know that.
Yeah,
just
I've
had,
been
like,
trying to
5
stream starting
closers.
pitching, but like it's kind of fucked. Like you can it's either like really good or you fucked yourself. And like today, I the guy was like, I'm like, this guy's gonna be middle of the road. He's gonna get like 6 points, very low floor. No, the floor is way lower. Dude had like 3 basements.
Yeah,
fucking horrible.
Yeah, today we have 2 pitchers, me and Hank, and they're both over 10 today. But our pitchers yesterday were -6 and -8.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like it's just you live and die by it. It's crazy how much starting pitching affects this shit.
You gotta be like,
true. I had Nestor Cortez week 1 when they the torpedo bats went viral. I'm like, are you kidding me? I had the guy who they went viral against. That's crazy.
Yeah.
3 homers in a row right off the rip.
I was like, well, just give up week 1. The fairies have sunk, dude.
That is a tough one for the fairies.
Yeah, it's kind of fun though. Like I feel like fantasy football, I'm like, all right, I'll pick up dudes on waiver, but like for the most part, you kind of live and die by your draft. Like you might get lucky with like a pickup, you might get lucky with a trade, but like you're kind of chilling. Baseball, it's like flexing my muscles every day. I'm like, all right, how does this affect like do I stream this guy? Like is he gonna get 2 starts in him this week? Like it's I don't know, it's a lot more intense, which I kind of really fuck with. And it's like every league is so different, so it's hard to like find there's not like some site that's just going to tell you exactly what to do. Like you kind of actually really have to think about what you're doing. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, our lineup is like decent, but then our pitchers, it's like maybe we shouldn't start this guy like this. Like fucking Little yesterday, we picked him up from waivers, and I'm like, I see why he was on waivers. Like, it sucks ass.
Yeah,
Group was on waivers too, Hank.
I know.
I picked him up like 10 minutes before his first start.
Yeah, and then he did okay, and then we were like, all right, we'll give him one more start. And then he hit 19, or was it 18? 18 points?
Yeah, something like that. Let me check.
That's insane. Also, it seems like so many people trade in this league. I'm used to, again, fantasy football. I'm like, all right, I might trade once a year. These dudes, I don't even think they have the same team that they drafted. Like, they're trading every day.
And they're trading good fucking players too.
Yeah,
bro.
it's crazy. Like it's just fucking the Wild West out here in the land of the winding toes.
No, the league is unreal, man. Like I'm still like adjusting to it a little bit, but starters were looking good, relievers were looking good. We need Acuna back, Hank. That's gonna be our deciding factor. Once Acuna comes back, we'll be chill.
He's on IR right now, right?
Yeah, he should be coming back like May.
Yeah, not bad. We got time.
I feel like this is like the time to just like chill out. Like people are still warming up. Like it's like end of May, beginning of June is like when we're actually seeing what our teams are.
Juicy Hammer has a long leash. If a guy's bad outing, we'll give him maybe one more chance. And then if he has another one, then he's done.
Yeah.
But we're giving him a chance. If we're giving them a chance.
You know, typical baseball. 3 strikes, you're out. Maybe 2.
It might be a fucking MVP this year, man. Who knows? Fucking Roopster.
I mean, what? It's
Roof of the
his second year in, so he's got
Yeah.
his ceiling's high for sure.
Totally. It's like Crochet. Like he was a reliever his whole life, and then it's like his 7th start, and he's a stud.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's still got some in the tank. All right, boys, you want to get into it?
All right, let's get into it. I've already been recording, so.
Oh, sweet. Chicago White Sox are undefeated. Starting.
1-0.
Yep, 1-0. Run differential of +10.
Wagon? Super Bowl?
No one
Stanley
wants
Cup?
to see the White Sox right now. Nobody wants to see the White Sox.
I can't believe I didn't go to
Dominant
that
outing.
game.
Yeah, we definitely should have gone.
It might be the
Anyway.
best game of the year, to be honest. You guys missed the game of the year.
The opening day rock too, though. 8-1. That was a good time with Sam. That was fun.
Fair.
Yeah.
Shout out the
back to-
Sams. I would love to hang out with the Sams. I think that would be a great time.
Oh, we're a good time together through one hangout. It's a fucking great time. Dangerous together almost.
Sam squared.
All right. Davis Martin, dominant outing. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. That's gonna win you a lot of games for the White Sox, as long as we put up 1 run, which has been tough over the 8-game losing streak. I think we've scored 12 runs. But yeah, and then that's Davis Martin. After he got pulled, bullpen held it down. Booser, not Carlos Booser, but we got Cam Booser, Penn Murphy, and Isert. They allow 1 hit in relief and strike out 5. Bullpen definitely need our bullpen. Our bullpen's been choking a lot. It's been a shitty fucking bullpen. And then I think the story of the game is the kid, Chase MEIDROTH. Round of applause for MEIDROTH. This kid, some are comparing him to Juan Soto, Shohei Ohtani, and Babe Ruth. Me. He led the minors in walks last year. 3 walks today, which is unreal. It's a record.
That's awesome. I mean, you need that. You need that.
There's one thing the White Sox need, it's base runners. And then scoring it, runners in scoring position. We just got to come up clutch at the plate, and that's exactly what we did today. But yeah, MEIDROTH 1 for 1, hit a rocket the opposite field for a single. So 1 for 1 with 3 walks. And then he scores 2 runs too. Little dude's got wheels. He's like 5'9". Looks like he drinks MALORT in the fucking dugout, but dude's got wheels. Played a hell of a second base today. So I think I'd like to see him at short, unless Colson comes up. But this kid, I sent Aaron my Rookie of the Year future on him after his first plate appearance. I have $15 to win $1,965 on him. That's a good payout. Worth a shot. Worth $1. If our listeners want to
Nobody's gonna see it coming.
Yep. If our listeners want to throw $1, they could return $130 on Chase MEIDROTH Rookie of the Year. Good investment to me. I'm a financial analyst, so that works.
Also, I want to just really quickly interrupt you. There's nothing wrong with a 5'9" dude who drinks MALORT as a 5'9" dude who drinks MALORT. So
Nothing wrong
shout
at
out
all.
to
That's why I
my
put
men
all of
running
my
fast.
money on him.
I love
Thank
it.
him
$15.
for representing all of us out there today.
He is the fucking man. He looks like he pre-games at Turtles and post-games at Turtles. Just walks
Fuck yeah.
across the fucking parking lot. Drinks there. He's also a San Diego Torero. I went there
Which,
for a
shout
semester
out-
and dropped out.
When they were interviewing his family today, they were saying that his brother plays at San Diego right now, and he hit his first home run of the year, I think is what
Yep.
they said. So,
You see
big
San
day
Diego
for the
games. That's
MEIDROTH
different than
family?
the
Yeah.
Toreros, though.
oh shit, okay.
They just
Are they
dominate
just
all
from
of San
Southern
Diego college,
California?
though.
Okay,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
both
Well,
San
shout out San Diego. They're just
Yeah.
in the sun. They're basking in the sun. Shout out them. That's sick. Also, speaking of walking across the parking lot of the Turtles, there's something special like walking across that baseball field, like that park area. Like it just feels nice. It's like, damn, some kids threw a ball here. Like this is where love of baseball is made, and then you just get shit faced. So shout out that walk as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. What else do we got from tonight? Luis Robert starting to steal some bases, which is good. His batting average 171, so it'd be cool if he decided to do something besides play defense. He's our offensive juggernaut. We kind of need him to get going. I do think we need to bat him third and move up our boy MEIDROTH to first or second. If he's on base, then Luis is gonna have to have some better plate appearances. Luis did get a RBI bloop single today, so that was big. Miguel Vargas is finally coming on. I do have a trivia question. I don't know if you saw the notes, Aaron. Who leads the White Sox in batting average?
Is it Vargas?
It's Miguel Vargas, and do you know what the batting average is? Our leader in
Gotta-
batting average.
Gotta be like 200. It's
Lower.
below 200.
Probably
Jesus.
185.
Lower.
Oh my god. This is the worst Price is Right of all
163.
time.
163 is our best batting average on our team right now. Besides MEIDROTH batting 1,000 today. And for the rest of his career, that's probably sustainable. I'm banking on it will be sustainable. He's going to get a hit every time. He's just going to have unlimited walks. Yeah, Vargas leads the team, 163. Highest on base percentage, which ideally you like to see around maybe like 300 at the absolute lowest. It's 265, which would be a good batting average, but that's actually the on base percentage, the highest. Vargas at 265. And then I have the most home runs on the White Sox is 2 for Andrew Benintendi, who didn't even play tonight.
Andy?
And he's
Yeah.
he's like dead, right? Like he's
At least he's getting paid. Highest contract in Jerry's history. So good for Benintendi, I guess.
So,
I mean,
on a I guess low note on the night, wasn't the previous game there was 2 injuries back to back hamstring pulls?
I don't remember that game. I only count games from game 12 on.
Okay, fair enough.
That's probably a preseason game you were thinking of, Hank. Probably a preseason
Oh
game.
yeah, you know I'm
Yeah, it might have been spring training. Taukman rounding third base, tying run, coming home, and re-aggravated that hammy injury that he had.
Which I'll be honest, I know there's a lot of debate. Look, first of all, 2 things. I think one is like, at first I want to be critical of the White Sox training staff. It seems like we have injuries all the fucking time, but I think in general there's a lot of injuries in baseball right now, so I'm going to reserve a little bit of judgment. And then 2, there was some debate that I heard on other podcasts of like, should they have sent him or not? It seemed like a clear send to me, right? Like, am I wrong
100%.
on that?
He's not a send.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was. He was there. If he didn't pull that, like he was there. It was at least a slide attempt.
He almost was there with the like pulling up halfway to home. Like,
Yeah. No, I'm with you though. I definitely question the White Sox training staff because just remember like Eloy and Yo-Yo, first weeks of last year, it's like they're injured, we bring them back, and they get injured within 5 games. So it's like, are these guys really healthy? Like, have they practiced running around the diamond? Something as simple as that. I'm not sure they have. Like, we got Taukman. We're paying him, and just to have him come out and rush back his hamstring injury, start of the season on the IL, rush him back just to get injured again, it's got to be demoralizing for him as a baseball player. It's demoralizing enough to go from the Cubbies to go to the White Sox. That's probably a tough transition. It's the same reason like Gavin Sheets getting traded to San Diego is fucking playing his ass off out there right now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wonder what this training staff does. I think it's time to start investigating them a little bit and kind of see what they do and what's going on there.
and this is where I'm like, I want to give Chris Getz the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, hey, you're coming in. Let's switch up the culture. Let's figure out coaching at the minor league level. Let's figure out all this type of shit. You get runway because you're like a new-ish GM. But like shit like that, I'm like, hey, you have like, if you haven't cleared out this training staff and brought in a new training staff that's like top dollar, top market, then like that's on you at this point. Like you don't have to wait for prospects. You know what I mean? Like if the entire team is injured again, fucking week 2, there's issues.
Well,
like,
I mean, his budget's probably pretty low if Jerry's not giving him the money to go get training staff.
I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't know anything about like if they've changed anything, but after that scalding article by the Athletic last year, like Jerry, hopefully they put up some money. that's crazy.
You would hope.
Training facilities, everything's getting an F. And Lance Lynn this week is like, yeah, the fucking White Sox organization just falling apart. I mean, it is Lance. Wheels did fall off of him. But still, I mean, I wasn't shocked when I read that article. He said,
No.
what do you say? Like, I think we're like a couple years behind everyone, but we knew that. I mean, we haven't offered a guy $100 million contract. Dodgers have like 9 players who have $100 million contract. Oh yeah, back to Miguel Vargas's batting average at 163. The Dodgers have 9 players better at batting average right now than the White Sox best player. I know it's the Dodgers, but like that's just an absurd stat that an entire starting lineup in the MLB could be better than your best player. Little disappointing.
That's
Speaking of
insane.
disappointing, Jacob Amaya. Jacob Amaya should not be on this team any longer. He did have a 2 RBI double today, but that increased his batting average to 133. So unless he goes like 12 for 12 in the next 12 plate appearances, I don't think he should be on the team anymore. I think our shortstop, we reinstated Ramos from the IL, sent him to AAA for a rehab assignment. I think he should be coming up soon. MEIDROTH plays the whole infield, so I think his primary position was short in the minors, so try and maybe move him over there and then put Ramos at second or vice versa. You could throw MEIDROTH at short, but I think the left side of the infield with Vargas and MEIDROTH could be really cool. MEIDROTH, he's got an arm. I mean, he could play short. I think Vargas, we got to leave him at third. Lenin Sosa had his fucking first start at first base today. That was interesting. Don't really know what Venable's doing. He's moving Brooks Baldwin all over the place too to the outfield. He's playing left and right in the past couple days. I'm not sure if you watched the game yesterday, Aaron, but there's a foul ball right in front of Baldwin. Just let it drop. So not sure how I love Brooks Baldwin in the outfield, but we'll kind of see. I think Venable is just experimenting right now and trying to find the right fits for all these guys.
Yeah, I think clearly he has some leash where like, hey, nothing's gonna happen to him this year. I think he's just trying to like keep all the people on their toes, figure out like who could be a good fit going forward. This year clearly is a watch, but like as long as we any type of improvement, really just in terms of trying, which it feels like they're doing, like they look more engaged than they did all of last year. So as long as like there's still some use, for lack of a better term, like in the clubhouse, I think that's a win for Venable, and then like he can figure out where to go from there. Like hopefully they figure out like who's a good enough platoon player from this year, and then retool in the next couple of years. But
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love another power bat in the lineup as well. Was talking to my dad tonight and I was telling him we're not a power team. Just play small ball like Ozzie Guillen used to preach. Bunt, steal, do everything that you need. Just stop trying to play the long ball. Like Dusty Baker used to preach with the Cubs. Like just hit a home run. It's not that easy, Dusty. But yeah, I think just playing contact. We scored all 6 runs tonight with 2 outs, and no home runs. So scoring 11
Jesus.
runs without a home run, that's seems like a key to success. So I think or all 6 runs through, I think it was like 6 innings. They said that stat on the broadcast. But yeah, just 2 out rallies, just not giving up. Looks like like you were preaching, Aaron, just try. Looks like Luis is hustling down to first base. Looks like all these young dudes are hustling down to first base. I remember it was game 4 last year. Luis could have easily beaten one out with the game on the line and just kind of came up short. Running to first base and just stop, like explode out of the box, and then it looks like they're walking a 20-minute mile down to first base. So just having these guys being able to try. But I do think Venable is the right guy. I think he's a good coach. I think he's getting all these young dudes at bats. Like I said, he's just experimenting with different positions, kind of seeing what he's got from there. But yeah, I mean, hopefully these couple of these young guys come up soon. I think today was the last day to bring a guy up to be considered service time for a full season of MLB. So that's why we saw MEIDROTH come up. I'd like to see a couple of these other young prospects come up soon because fat Omar Narvaez at catcher, I'm kind of fucking tired of that experiment as well. Got
welcome
two
back
studs.
on the
So sick of that. It's like the Martin Maldonado experience. He's a veteran
Yeah,
catcher, playing pitches. I don't care.
I'm curious on like what the right balance is between bringing up players too early versus like just let the kids play. Because like fuck it, like from a fan's perspective, I want to see all these guys come up. Like it's
100%.
more interesting, like it's fun, whatever. But I also don't want them to like get their confidence tanked and like develop bad habits or whatever. So I don't know like what that balance is, but if it's even on the line, just bring them up. Like bring up everybody. Like figure like go from there because like it injects energy. Those kids are trying hard. Like they want to learn. Like and if we can get like I think honestly Chase Meidroth like that probably like gave a boost to the lineup. Like all right, this kid's his family's here. He's fucking pumped up. Like it.
Yeah.
I think we need more of that. So I don't know what the right balance is, but as soon as possible, like if you can bring up these kids because I think that would be sick. It would keep all the fans engaged. That's what we want. Let's have some fun this year. Fuck it.
Yeah, 100%. We have all these prospects, especially at catcher, man. I mean, with Teal and with Caro.
Yeah, crazy.
Edgar Caro's batting 324 right now in AAA for Charlotte.
Also with Corey
442
Lee out now too. Like there's no better time. Like bring them up.
What do we have to lose? And he's going to be working with these young pitchers that we have as well.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Omar Narvaez is going to be here in a couple years when Davis Martin and Shane Smith are still dealing. No, he's not. So bring up Caro and let those guys build that chemistry. And who knows? Maybe in a couple years, let the pitcher or catcher, let Caro or like I said, one of these young guys, Sean Burke, let them call their own game and kind of just Caro knows what's going to happen. Kyle Teal, he's batting 111, so I don't know how I feel about that. He is younger, so but yeah, I think there's no reason why Caro should be sitting in AAA right now. You got to give him the call soon. We saw how much it worked today. Like you said, the families in the crowd, MEIDROTH drinking fucking MALORT in the dugout. I'm starting that rumor, by the way. I hope everyone just goes catches with that. I need one media outlet to write that report. He just looks like a fucking dude, man. Like he's
does.
just like
He does.
getting on base, leads the minors in walks. Like that's what Soto did. That's how he develops. And if you're drawing so many walks, you know exactly where the strike zone is. As soon as you get a strike, you're gonna hit that the opposite way, like you did today, or pull it right down the line. And I think that's exactly what we need. We just need to get on base. Like I said, we should know our team. We're not a home run hitting team. We're not a power team. Just play small ball, hit for contact, walks, preach walks, steals. We're a fast team. There's no reason Brooks Baldwin, Luis, all these dudes, Tauchman, Michael A. Taylor is fast as fuck. Send all these guys. Drop some hit and runs, run something like that. But yeah, this young juice in the team, I want more of it, dude. I don't want these like Martin Maldonados and these Omar Narvaez's on the team. I feel like if anything, they're dragging the team down. And if you get a good veteran, that's one thing. But yeah, just like these guys they're wasted at bats.
You know,
Narvaez hit one down the line today, but it was a sac fly. He got a hold of it, but Narvaez, so he'll be batting less than 150 at the end of the year, and the White Sox aren't going to do shit about it. But bring up Caro. That's all I'm preaching.
I like it. It's interesting you like talk about the difference between like small ball and home run hitting, and for me at least, like not being like super into baseball anymore, more or less so than when I was smaller and actually playing. But there is a difference between watching a baseball game and seeing a home run, because that's an instant like gratification. Like you're getting that like energy kick, but it's immediately dissipated because then you go back to, all right, here's the next batter. Like it's just like you get that kick. Now, the thing is, like you're saying, like playing small ball is more entertaining in a way because it's a sustained excitement because there's something going on.
Engaged.
Yeah, it's engaging you, and it's engaging you as a fan, and it's engaging the players. And if anything, it teaches them like better mechanics. So I'm totally for the small ball.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think we got the guys to do it as well. Like I said, you just gotta, what is it, KYP, know your personnel?
Yep.
Not a home run hitting team. Chicks don't dig the long ball. Yeah, they do. But not many chicks on the south side of Chicago that we're trying to impress. Right?
We're in it for the fellas.
Yeah. Fellas dig the short ball. They dig the hit and runs. They dig the bunt.
The shortest ball possible we want. Give it to us.
Give it to the fellas. We want short ball. No more long ball. I'm tired of that shit.
You
And
heard
when
it
you
here
swing
first.
for the long ball, it's a strike three. It's a hanging curve. It's Luis swinging at a slider in the opposing batting box. I don't want that shit anymore. Just put it in play. Luis reached out for one today, and it was perfect. Just contact. We don't need to hit home runs.
Right
Andrew
over.
Vaughn wants to swing as hard as he can every time. That's fine with me. But as long as we have 8 batters that hit for contact, I'm fine with that.
Also, like for Luis specifically, like just get on base. Like you're gonna get traded anyway. Like show that, like, hey, you're seeing the ball, you're swinging at good stuff, like you're figuring out what to do, and then go to another team. Another team will like figure out your swing. They'll like do the right thing. They'll have the right coaches, whatever. Like if I was in Luis's shoes, I'd be like, just show that you are a good player that tries really hard, and then the right team will fix you. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't have to fucking be the hero here. So don't like just play.
Build your resume.
So,
Yeah, you know how many homers Luis has this year, Aaron?
is he at 0? Yeah,
0
tough.
home runs.
Tough. That's as someone who is a very proud fantasy owner of Luis Robert, very tough. Very
Yeah.
tough.
So there's some hilarious names on this list that have more. Brooks Baldwin has more home runs than Luis Robert. Michael A. Taylor has
I
more.
kind of like Brooks Baldwin. I kind of fuck with him.
I'm like 50-50 on him because some
Are we
days
fighting about this?
he looks like Helen Keller. And then
He-
some days he looks like
He-
a fucking great baseball player.
Oh, I
Just
thought you meant
looks
actually,
dumb.
because he kind of does look like Helen Keller actually. But like you're right. Like there are times when he's not seeing the ball well.
Oh, I like this. He's a switch hitter, so I like that, being able to play every day. We're moving him around different positions, so I like that as well. But yeah, I mean, he could play. I think it was a quote from Venable, and he said, "MEIDROTH is just like Brooks Baldwin. They're just freaking ball players." And I mean, that's a great quote. They're just gonna fucking, no matter what the weather is. Think Baldwin went yard in a fucking shitty game this year. It was like 30 degrees outside, and I think a little bit of rain or something. But yeah, he went yard in that. And I think another bright spot is Nick Maton, dude. He's been playing well.
Shout out Nick Maton. I mean, he's been sick, and he's like what? Like either coming off of the bench or he's hitting leadoff. Like
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he it looks like he's played in 13 games so far. 27 at bats. Got 5 hits. So not great. Still batting 185. I think you need 30 plate appearances to be considered an actual stat, so that's why he's not our leader over Vargas. But yeah, he's from Chatham, Illinois. That's where my girlfriend grew up. Went to high school together. My mom taught him, but she said he's just a great kid. He's got another brother. I think he's a reliever. Last I checked, he was on the Astros. Phil Maton. But yeah, just from a baseball family, and that's pretty much all I want on this team. Is just fucking ball players, man. MEIDROTH, Brooks Baldwin. I'm not sure if the Dominicans and Puerto Ricans don't like to play in the cold, and that's why fucking Luis isn't having the best start to the year. I remember he's always had kind of a slow start to the year. I think Amaya's Puerto Rican as well. Lenin, but Lenin's been playing pretty well. I'm just not sure, man. I just want to, like I said, just know your personnel. Don't try and swing for the fences. Just get on base, and I feel like that's exactly what MEIDROTH brings to the team. And walks are contagious. If pitchers throws 4 strikes to MEIDROTH, which he did twice today, to draw those walks, he's going to throw balls to the next guy as well. He might lose his control and might get in his own head a little bit. Baseball's the one game that or a pitcher, the only game you play is against yourself sometimes on the mound. If you throw 5 straight balls, you're the only guy who could throw a strike the next pitch and kind of get your shit together. But yeah, I just hope our starting pitching stays the same. I'd like to see a closer in this rotation besides good guy Mike Clevenger, but we'll see what happens.
I'm just so good we have a good clubhouse guy like Mike Clevenger. Like with everything falling apart around us, like at least we have someone who is so stand up that he can keep really like the level of character high in that clubhouse. So shout out Mike Clevenger. Actually, fuck Mike Clevenger. Second thing is I have like in terms of maybe this is just like I don't know, like some type of bias because I just watched the White Sox, but it feels like we're always at home during the early part of the season. Like, why is that? Send us to fucking the Southwest, send us to the Southeast. Like, it felt like the Cubs were on the road for a little bit. Like, they got the nice weather. Like, go send us to a dome. Like, why the fuck are we playing in Rate Field in April? That seems insane.
It was pretty brutal weather, this
Yeah,
April.
100%. Cubbies got to go play in the fucking Mickey Mouse Stadium in Sacramento to start the
Yeah,
year.
what the fuck?
Had all their stats. That stadium's fucking a joke, dude. Like
Also, they got
everyone's gonna
no
be
fans there. Like, it's basically quiet. Like,
yeah. That's crazy. They're like sell out tonight, 9,000 fans in Sacramento. It's like, wow. That is pathetic.
Like, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we could go down on the farm if you want. They had the White Sox assistant general manager today on the broadcast, Josh Barfield. Played ball a little bit. Played for the Padres and I think the Reds. If I'm not mistaken, maybe Cubbies it was. Some NL Central team. But yeah, he said the future closer that they want to call up to get rid of good guy Mike Clevenger, good guy on the field, guy even better guy off the field. But yeah, Grant Taylor, future closer, throws a 99-mile-an-hour fastball at its peak. It's averaging I think 96 right now, but he's only a double A, so he should be developing that and maybe could get that up to 99 by the time he's up to the league. Got a nasty cutter, it's low 90s, and then he's got a slider that's in the mid 80s. That just drops off the table. And I think that's something that our closer could really use. Clevenger kind of has that 90-mile-an-hour fastball, and as good of a guy as he is, that's effective on the field. It works. I mean, after 4 Tommy John surgeries, it's still working. So you don't got to throw heat as a closer. We've seen multiple closers. I think it was Paul Sewald last year for the D-backs. His fastball is only like an 89, but still effective with the off-speed stuff. And then, yeah, young dudes are doing well. Hagen Smith doing well. Our draft pick, 4th overall pick or 5th overall pick. We passed on Jock Caglione for the Royals. He's been hitting fucking moonshots. That kid from Florida. White Sox need a power bat, but I mean, another left-handed pitcher's fine. I was mad at the time that we let that kid fall to the Royals, so he definitely won't come back and destroy us with the Royals for the next 10 years to come. Yeah, Hagen Smith, 1 start, 2.25 ERA, 4 innings, no hits, 4 walks. So that's why that ERA is 2.25, but no hits through 4 innings. Looking promising. Our first round draft pick from this year. Next, we got Noah Schultz, also in Double A Birmingham. Not too great for Noah Schultz. 1 start, 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, a walk, and the ERA is 9. Not
yikes.
great.
Yikes.
Kyle Teal, our catcher. The stats I have for him are fuck Omar Narvaez, and then Kyle Teal is batting 111 after a hot start to the spring. He's up in Charlotte. We have 2 stud catchers just sitting in Charlotte, but fuck Omar Narvaez. Edgar Caro's next, also a catcher. Still fuck Omar Narvaez. We have 2 fucking catchers in AAA. Why is Narvaez on this team? Caro's batting 324 with a 442 OBP. I think that's good enough to be called up to the majors, but I'm not Getz or I don't make the call the shots. Colson Montgomery, not doing too hot. 0.081 batting average through 13 games. He was out today with back soreness. Hopefully they could let him recover a little bit, and we see that batting average jump up a little bit. But yeah, that's about our top 5 prospects down on the farm. Hopefully we see some of these guys soon. I'd probably say if we had to guess, we'd see Caro this year, and then maybe see one of these guys. Maybe Schultz or Colson. Colson, if he's batting .081, I'd like to see that average get to at least 200 before we call him up. Like you said, find that balance of when to bring the guys up and don't rush them. So I want to see him find a swing and then bring him up.
Is he fucked? Like, this back soreness has been a thing for like a year and a half now. Like, when do they? Obviously, I don't want to throw him in the towel on him. It's like exciting to have a young prospect, but like it seems fucked. It seems fucked.
Yeah. No, I mean, he's our shortstop of the future, hopefully. But I mean, I don't really know how you bat .81 in AAA and then expect to be called up to the majors. When we got the MVP of the league this year, MEIDROTH, we could just move him over to short. Let him start. And then we got Ramos coming back as well, and we still got Jacob Amaya, but I think we should get rid of him. But yeah, we're definitely in no rush to bring up Colson, which means the Sox will probably do it next week. but I'm not too sure. I don't want to give up on him yet. I do think he has a future. Um, like there's some dudes who suck in AAA, and then as soon as they know they're so close to the show, and as soon as they get caught up to the show, they get their numbers up, and they know they're there, and they start taking serious approaches at the plate, and that's when that OBP goes up, and they're playing better defense and everything like that. So I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
not giving up on Colson just yet, but yeah, it does seem like a reoccurring theme over the years with the White Sox that we get these prospects back. I was worried about MEIDROTH today because he's wearing number 10. The last prospect from the Red Sox who wore number 10 was Yo-Yo, and that was a fun experience. But yeah, more music videos than I think games played with the White Sox from Yohan Moncada, but MEIDROTH doesn't do that. He drinks MALORT in the dugout, and he's going to win MVP this year, and we're 1-0 with him in the lineup, so.
I love that.
Keep
Do you
him.
think for Colson, do you think there's like any chance he moves to like a corner outfield spot? Like, does he have a bat or something that can like at least keep him in the thing, even if he can't play short?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we saw the same thing with Baldwin. Baldwin played short, Baldwin played second, and we're moving him into the outfield. He is a switch hitter, and he's like you said, he's a little better at the plate. Got a homer this year. Check what his batting average is, but he's got the wheels. I mean, if we saw Altuve move out there, so
Sure,
he's no
sure.
Altuve, but if that little midget could bring his wheels out there, if but I think if you do move him to a left field or right field, a corner outfield, I do think you should start playing him in the minors there right now. Especially
Totally.
if you're gonna
Yeah,
give
that's what you
Mydroth,
see happening. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. If you're gonna give Mydroth or Ramos that position at short, even with Jacob Amaya right now, don't let him continue to play short. If you want him to make it to the show, have him move to a different position. Not quite sure what we're doing there. You can't really trade a prospect either because they're unproven. So I'm not really quite sure like what we're gonna do with Colson. Let's go back to the training staff. Let's go back to beginning of spring training. Dodgers just hit a home run. Cubbies are down 3-0. Sweet.
shout out.
Let me check.
Juice, question for you, like in terms of
Yep,
where we're at right now. So, like, we're probably going to be bottom of the league again this year. Fine, whatever. But based on
we're
like,
tied right now with the Braves for worst. We are not in sole possession.
which is pretty insane.
I was,
So, shout
yeah.
out. Like, if you would have told me we'd be tied with the Braves, like at the beginning of the year, I'd be like, I'll fucking take it. So, good season for us.
Yep.
Where like in the next 1 to 2 to 3 years, like where do you want to see us? Or where do you, I guess, two things. Where do you expect to see us? And then, like, if Chris Getz did an amazing job, where do you want to see us?
Yeah. So we'll start off this year. This year I would like 53 wins exactly to cash a bet that we have with one of our friends. Next year I'd like to get to 60 wins, 60 and 100. If we could put up less than 100 losses, that would be sweet for next year. As Chicago sports fans, I mean, we love to overreact. I mean, I'm the first one to overreact. I already chased my draw the MVP after one game, but I think less than 100 losses next year is just kind of
If
where I
we
want
had
to see this game.
if we had less than 100 losses and we won the Super Bowl with the Bears next year, that's all I need. That's it. Like,
Yeah,
that's shout out us.
100%. Yeah, we got the pitchers. Like I said, we got Schultz down there, um, Hagen Smith, but those guys probably aren't going to come up this year. Maybe next year. We got the pitching. I'd love to just see us get a veteran. I'd love to see us go get one more power bat this year. We saw we re-signed Brandon Drury, which was pretty cool. To minor league contract, batted like 425 in the spring, and we cut him. As soon as we made that move, I thought that was really stupid of us. Just a guy who's trying to prove himself. Last team in the league. I get cutting Gallo. Like Drury's not trying to become a fucking pitcher, but Drury's great power bat. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
And we need the juice. We need that energy. People that are gonna fucking try. Like,
Yeah, 100%. And Drury could play his ass off. He's a power bat. Definitely need that in the lineup. I put a couple other power bats on my notes. Yeah, I got Brandon Drury signed him a minor league deal three days ago. I think he got optioned to Charlotte. Go after Josh Bell. Like I just feel like Josh Bell plays for every team. Switch hitter, giant dude, just hits fucking tanks. Go after him. Especially if you put him behind these guys, you will just get on base. Vargas is getting on base. Good OBP as right now, best on the team at fucking 265, which is pathetic. But put Mydroth in front of him. Trying to see if these guys draw a couple walks and go get Josh Bell. I also got your boy Rowdy Tellez on here. Go after him. Rowdy hit a dinger tonight. That was pretty sweet.
I
And
was
then
gonna
Dan
say,
Vogel
is he DFA'd or like are you gonna have to trade for Rowdy Tellez?
trade. Give him some shit prospect, dude. Like
Okay.
Rowdy will be great on the south side of Chicago. And Dan Vogelbach is free agent. Whopper. Free agent Vogelbach. Bring Danny Burgers to the south side of Chicago. That man would be a fan favorite. Um, he's not stealing bases or playing small ball, but I do think we need one power hitter in this lineup. Obviously these guys are mostly jokes, but I don't know. Just need to look at some free agents. Someone's going to get cut this year. Anthony Rizzo's free agent. What? Why?
That
Why
would be
not bring him
fun.
in?
That would be
Why?
fun. Also, I like in terms of speaking of burgers, I'm really sad we lost Jake Burger. Like
Yeah,
the fact that we don't have still to have that guy, that's really sad. Fuck Kenny
yeah,
Williams.
yeah. No, I agree. I fucking love Burger. He's fucking man. Yeah. Did you see that crochet quote this week? They said, "Are you still rooting for the White Sox to win?" And he's like, "No."
No, I did
I'm like,
not see that.
Just straight up,
I
just
respect it.
stone cold.
Well,
Asked him today.
I
They're
respect
like,
him. I also hope we light his ass up on Sunday. We're gonna lose
yeah,
like probably at least 1-0. Like we may not get a hit, but I hope we light his ass up.
but MEIDROTH will walk more than anyone you've ever seen. That's all that matters. A huge MEIDROTH guy. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got for White Sox. See what else I got. I was gonna ask you your biggest bright spot and your biggest disappointment for the Sox so far.
I think my biggest bright spot is starting pitching. Like they've been kind of lights out. I think they like set or tied the record for like most innings thrown by starting pitchers at the beginning of the year with like no runs or whatever the fuck it was. Pretty
Yep.
sick. It's cool too because like a bunch of young dudes, like a Rule 5 pick, like we're just kind of cruising, like as guys that are just out there proving themselves. So that's exciting. I think we flipped Martin Perez, Davis Martin. Shout out him, had a great night tonight.
Totally.
I think yeah. So I think in terms of bright spots, starting pitching has been great. Um, I think in terms of disappointment, like Luis Robert, I think is my first and foremost. One, because he's in my fantasy team. Two, because like he should be good. I do think that there is an element to like he just kind of sucks in the cold months. Like Jose Abreu for forever was like horrible in April, and like so like maybe it's a similar thing, and so maybe he'll get better. But it's just like, damn man, like you have spring training. I would get it if it's like the NFL season where like you play a quarter and a half of preseason football, you come out, you have a shitty first game. Like you've played a month of baseball. Granted, it's in Arizona and like now you're playing Chicago, and I've never played any level of baseball higher than fucking 5 years old, so I have no concept of how it is. But like you're telling me that like it a month and like you go to Chicago, it's a little bit colder, you can't figure it out. It boggles my mind, but it is what it is. But it is a disappointment. I think he hopefully starts to figure it out, and I very much wish him like the best when he goes wherever. But I think the biggest disappointment is just like the 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 bats that we thought would be something. Him, Andrew Vaughn, like just hopefully you could like I thought you would figure out something. But I do appreciate them trying hard. Like, there's no one dogging it, which is nice. I think Venable is like I'm really kind of into how he's managing so far, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
Um, but it is. I remember like listening to podcasts. We were 2-2. Things are fucking cruising. We're like, holy shit! Like this is a different White Sox team. And then in the first 12 games, we fucking go on another 8-game losing streak. Like we defy statistics. It's insane how many losing streaks we go on. And so hopefully this is the last one for a while because like at some point like even if we lose 2/3 of our games like I there's no way we should lose 8 in a row. That's like crazy. So I think that's my biggest thing is like I want to like turn on the game and be like, all right, let's see what happens. I don't want to like be like, all right, well we're just gonna fucking toss the next 4 games. So
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you. I mean, among our qualified hitters right now, Luis Robert batting 167, Andrew Vaughn batting 111. and that's I mean, that's not going to cut it. Those are our supposed best players on our team. Yeah, that no, my biggest disappointment was Vaughn for sure. I'm Jacob Amaya. I'm super disappointed in today. He had 2 RBIs, but I don't really like that experience. What we're doing right now. I'm okay with cutting him. Miguel Vargas, obviously, batting is 163 right now. And then my bright spots, I'm gonna say it's Nick Maton. I think kid's doing great. He's getting on base. He's drawing walks as well at the top of the lineup. And then Matt Thaiss. I think he's been really good.
He's
He's
been
been
great. He's been great.
yeah,
He's being like controlling too, like controlling the pitcher. He's been, I think, awesome.
yeah. I'd like to see him get more at bats. If it's not at catcher, maybe DH him one of these days. But yeah, I mean that's something I like to see. Linian's playing pretty well. I don't really like him at first base at all. But
His
yeah, I
pants are way
mean, I
too
don't know.
tight. Pants are way too tight. Like when you see him fucking starting to lead off on first, this is crazy. I could see the muscle in the back of his thigh. I don't like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
The pants are just like a bungee string, dude. It's getting it, just slingshotting him out of there.
It makes me think he's gonna get injured. Like I feel like it's like I can see how tight his muscles are. So I'm like about to call the fucking dugout, talk to the training staff. Not
Get
good.
out the massage gun.
It might explode it. Pause.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Other than that, I like the Slater signing. Jankowski's been playing pretty well, but he hasn't really been getting consistent at bats. But yeah, I mean, Michael Taylor, like I said, we gotta just know our personnel. Got to start stealing more. Got to keep bunting. Just hit for contact. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah. Um, Juice, I have a question for you as I'm gonna work at the ballpark. Favorite food item at the ballpark?
Mm. So while I'm working, it was the hot chicken because that would I would have to use the restroom, and that would just let me sit and watch the game on my phone for 6 innings while I'm doing some business. But as someone who takes the L there and back, who that's too risky of a choice, can't go wrong with the dog, man. Big pretzel guy. Um, Something like that. Maybe like 7 Miller Lights,
Hell
couple
yeah.
Modelo's.
Is the beer cave still there?
Yeah, it's still there.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then
That was my favorite part of the ballpark. I'm like, all right,
yeah,
we're going down to the beer cave. Cheap, but like good drinks.
yeah, yeah, still down there. Watch the opposing pitchers warm up too.
I like that.
Just heckle the shit out of them. Yell some nice things to them. Always nice. Nothing but compliments to Yuki Matsui on opening day. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I got. What about you, Aaron? What do you like at the ballpark? Besides curry, because that's what they serve in fucking what is it, T-Mobile Park?
I honestly, yeah, I can't even honestly. I can't remember the last time I've been to a White Sox game. It probably like was when I lived in Chicago. I think the last time I was going with Hank.
Was it the
Oh, yeah.
Um,
that one, that game?
and his brother. Yeah, that was great. But I haven't been in a while. I think when I was there, I got the elotes, like corn in the cup, fucking fantastic. The Polish with the onions going, like those grilled onions, they should make a candle of that because like that smell
Mm,
is unworldly.
so
Um,
good.
and then I think the time before that, it was the first time that my wife had come to Chicago to visit me, and I took her on the red line to the game. We did the 9x9x9 challenge. By we, I mean me. I made it through, I think, 6 hot dogs, 9 IPAs. Didn't finish, but we made it to Turtles
IPAs is what
afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
it was
big. It was big in
competitive.
the IPAs then.
I don't like light beers, so I'm like, I'll do IPA. So I was fucking wasted, and then I decided to try and fight a kid in outfield because he was like, Derrick Rose is not the greatest sports strategy of all time. I was like, no, he is the greatest sports strategy of all time. And so then we went to Turtles afterwards, and then we took the red line back, and then she had to fly out at 5 in the morning after I made her watch the Derrick Rose MVP speech at least 4 times. So I'm just happy to be married today. But um, I think in general, like, yeah, the elotes, the Polish, and the beer cave are my favorite. And then I always appreciate it. I don't know if it's still there, but like in center field or like left center field, there was like plumber thing where you like pull the thing and it's like a shower of water on top of you.
Yeah,
It was like
you
really
have
nice
shower.
and nice. Yeah. My like I remember when I was like 5, my dad put me in that for the first time, and then every time I went to the ballpark, I went into it, and whoever I was with was like, "Why the fuck are you doing this?" I was like, "Oh, like I have to do this." So I would do that, and then I would walk out and I would touch the old Comiskey home plate on the way out on the way to Turtles. Like that was my 2 traditions that I had to do
Shower and a plate
in
touch.
the park. Yeah, I had to do the shower. I had to touch the old home plate, and everyone was like, "You're a fucking idiot." I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like this is kind of my thing." So
Magic on
those are my
35th
things there.
Street. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah,
about the beef and sausage combo, obviously, as well at the ballpark.
yeah.
That could be kind of heavy though,
Which,
but
yeah. Shout out Aurelio's. Aurelio's, the best pizzeria on the south side of Chicago. Actually, in Chicagoland area and Las Vegas, and there I think there's one in Florida. Best combo. Like they have the best fucking beef and sausage combo.
fuck yeah. Hank, what about you?
At the ballpark, I'm definitely the brat, like not brat, the I guess it was a brat, wasn't it?
They have a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, brat and the onions. That was my go-to.
Oh yeah,
Throw
grilled
some
onions.
mustard on it. Oh, all day.
Guaranteed rate
Awesome.
best smelling ballpark, I would say.
Yeah.
Walking
I
through
would
the
agree.
concourses, shit just smells awesome. Wrigley, you got fucking piss dripping on you through the concourse. It's made for fucking 4'11", 105-pound midgets walking through there.
You're
Socks
trying
feel
to
horrible
dodge
into
debris
yourself.
from the fucking ceiling, like yeah.
Gotta pay $27 for a cold hot dog and a warm beer. It's just fucking
Tom
shit.
Ricketts is signing you up for the Republican National Convention.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I was
All the money
I,
he's making is going to him,
I was gonna
not his
ask
fucking
you guys
players.
if you had any comments about the Cubs,
Yeah, fuck it.
Um,
because Connor and his guests are gonna rip into the Sox.
yeah,
I just
yeah,
want to know
okay,
who's
okay.
on
Let's
that
do the
sexy boy.
Cubs session. Their bullpen sucks ass. They're horrible. Ryan Presley, Stressley, dog shit. Kyle Tucker is good, but blurt that part out. Don't worry about
He's
that
gonna
part.
be great on the Yankees. When they sign him next year, he's gonna be fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, no, he's gonna look so good in the pinstripes, 100%. But yeah, PCA horrible. If this was a track meet, PCA is the best fucking player ever. But in baseball, you gotta hit the ball before you get on base, and PCA struggles with that a little bit. I went to the Cubbies Padres on I think it was last Sunday. PCA 5 plate appearances, bunted 4 out of the 5, and the 5th one was a strikeout. And they weren't even good bunts either.
Like he
That's
struck
what
out
I'm
on a
saying.
bunt.
No, strikeout, and then he had 4 bunt attempts. I
Oh,
think
okay.
he 2 sack bunts, and then 2 bunts where he was safe at first. But it's like I don't really I think he's just got a bunt every time. I always say he's better than Luis. That's fucking horseshit. Don't worry about that. This year, they can talk shit on Luis. I'll tell Connor it's 12 games in. He'll disregard that. But besides that, Matt Shaw, overrated. Dude sucks. Bust. Cam Smith, the guy they traded for Kyle Tucker, if they don't re-sign him, hit a homer today for the Astros. That's fucking stupid to trade your best prospect for a 1-year rental of Kyle Tucker. Unless you plan on winning the World Series, which is a great plan if you have Shota Imanaga pitching all 5 games. Unfortunately, he can't do that. So, Jameson Talion, Matt Boyd, and Justin Steele, Ben Brown, that's who you're going to have pitch against the fucking Dodgers in the pennant. Don't see that working out for them. But, yeah, I mean, Nico Horner, still butt cheeks. Ian Happ played 1,000 games. Cool. Like he's just average. Like nobody really fucking loves Hap. Like I've never met like a Hap fan. They're always like, yeah, he's alright. Craig Counsell's a fucking idiot. Will Venables, best coach in Chicago. I could keep going, but I think I'm gonna cut it off there. That should be enough. Cubs love, but yeah, Kyle Tucker's pretty good.
I will say, like, I'll save this for the podcast with Connor. Shout out Connor, our other lovely co-host. But like, was it worth buying out Craig Counsell, or like, is it just like what did he bring? What's the point of that? I don't really. I guess I don't quite really understand.
You're just
I think
giving the
Aaron,
man a
you're forgetting
paycheck.
that last year the Brewers made the playoffs without him. So obviously he's really and the Cubs missed the playoffs. So he's
Yeah, I
really
feel
good.
like that. might be a waste.
He's just stupid. Cubs suggestions though: move Justin Turner the third, let Bush play first, and send Matt Shaw back down to AAA until he gets a good consistent at bat. But Craig won't do that. Craig's fucking moron. But yeah, I mean, Craig pulls his pitchers when they have a no hitter in the 6th inning. Done that about 3 times in a year and a half. And they're losing the Dodgers right now. So, yeah. Today,
Yeah.
White Sox 1-0. I'll call this game over 3-0 in the 7th. It's not over, but I'm going to call it. As of April 11th, the White Sox 1-0, Cubs 0-1.
Wow. Shout out the White Sox. Also, before we end this, I have some would you rathers, which is kind of like goes with what we were just talking about. So to both of you, would you rather see the Sox lose 100 games but sweep the Cubs, or win 85 games and get embarrassed by the Cubs in every game?
What is the Cubs record at the end of the season?
I have no idea. ChatGPT didn't give me that.
I think I would rather the get embarrassed by the Cubs and have like a winning at this point, because we've already seen the other, like, kind of the other part.
I second
but
that.
85 games
If we win
doesn't-
85 fucking games,
Do you make the playoffs with 85 games though? Maybe in our division.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Fair.
Our win total is set at 53 this year.
It's true.
If we
It's
win
been a long time since
32 extra games. Oh, that would be sweet.
And you get
Also,
Lord Murdoch in there, baby.
We would have won $150 from Connor, so we can go get a nice fucking steak at Gibson's.
Yeah, we could just beat the shit out of all the Cubs fans that say anything to us if we get embarrassed.
Well,
by them.
the rivalry would be, back stronger than ever.
It's true. Yeah, fuck it. I'm in it. I'm in. Let's lose 1 billion games and let's just fucking dominate the Cubs. Like, because that gives me enough fuel in the text message chain. Just go crazy.
I don't hate the Cubs as much as the Pack.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
for sure.
no, for sure. For sure. Because, like, yeah, it's like I don't know what the difference is. Like, I hate them both because, and it's weird. Like, I hate the Packers, but I think the reason I hate the Packers the most is because of Chicago Packers fans. Like, because like they're so annoying, and my brother is a Packers fan, and so it really pisses me off. Whereas like I think that's why I hate Cubs fans, because I just got fucking bullied in my like grade school class, and I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. Like, we're from the same place. Why do you cheer for the Cubs? But whatever, it makes sense. So I think like I hate them. I think I hate the Packers more because I care about the Bears more. But I do think that like I know a lot of Cubs fans don't care about White Sox fans. I hate the Cubs, and so it's hard to like try and.
No, I love seeing Cubs fans think they're making the playoffs every year and just watching Seiya Suzuki drop a ball in game like 159 of 162 and let them lose the playoffs. Like, if they embarrass us, they're still gonna choke if Craig's their coach 3 games before the wild card with like a 3-game or a half-game lead over the fucking Braves or whatever fucking team is on the bubble that year. So they're always gonna choke. I mean, I love seeing that from Cubs fans 100%. I'd rather Green Bay, if we beat Green Bay twice and go 2-15, I'm in 100%. But yeah,
100%. 100%. Sell me at the beginning of the year. I'm in.
Yeah, if Sox get embarrassed by the Cubs, like I said, Cubs will still choke in the playoffs, so that's no problem.
It's a Chicago thing.
Okay. Another one. So would you rather let Jerry Reinsdorf stay the owner for the rest of your life? So like he'll live forever, basically.
No.
Or have the White Sox move to Las Vegas and have a $300 million payroll.
No. Jerry Reinsdorf, dead.
Dead. Just dead.
Speaking of, did you see today?
Honestly,
according to the website.
I saw that it was like a big deal. People were talking about on like Twitter and shit about like, hey, is this like foreshadowing some shit? Yeah, dude.
Justin and Matt Ishbia, owners of the Phoenix Suns, have increased their stake in the Chicago White Sox and are now co-owners of the Chicago White Sox with Jerry Reinsdorf.
Really?
So I think what I heard is that they own a majority of shares, but he owns the voting shares. So like, is that not right?
No, I'm shaking my head because Jerry is like
Oh,
somehow gonna own this team 100 years
yeah.
after he dies too.
Well, I think they literally own most of the team in terms of like the value of it, but like as long as he owns the most of the voting shares, which is only like I don't know 10% or something of the shares, he becomes chairman. So like he still owns it, even though they actually own most of it. So
That's
like
so dumb.
basically he needs to die, but it's very close. Like there is a clear like once he's gone, they will take over. So like we have a plan. Like there is a light at the end of the tunnel, I guess, is an exciting part. But like, I mean, I'm just so tired of like all of my villains seem to be living forever. So like, when the fuck are people gonna start to die? That's what I'm really curious about.
I mean,
I mean, Virginia went down this year, so
It, yeah, after we beat the Packers, so maybe we just have to beat the Cubs this year, and then Jerry will just keel over. I don't know, like maybe.
I was
yeah.
gonna
Going back to your
say,
first question. No, Hank, you go.
I was gonna say, yeah. So like the whole either have Jerry live forever or whatever, or go to Vegas. I would rather them go to Vegas, unfortunately, and like become a better team and be better for the league.
What would you guys do? I Because Kelly asked me this the other day. My wife, she's like, if they moved, like, what would you do? I think I would just not like. I would still watch baseball, but I just wouldn't care. Like, I don't think I would pick up a new favorite team. I would still have like a kind of a weird soft spot for the White Sox, but I wouldn't be as crazy. Like, I think I would just be like meh. I would just be kind of like I'm going to Mariners games. I'm hanging out. I listen to the White Sox, but like I wouldn't be like I'm not getting a White Sox tattoo, if you know what I
You know,
mean.
it'd be
Like,
really interesting is asking somebody who used to be a Rams fan.
or a Chicago Cardinals fan.
Yeah,
My grandpa's a Chicago
like
Cardinals
what's the?
fan, and
It's
he
the
just
same
doesn't care
thing,
about
right?
football anymore. Yeah.
So.
I'd move to Vegas.
Follow the team. I respect the shit.
Yeah, I know. Just move to
They
Vegas and be
move to
like,
Vegas.
I'll go work for you again."
Do they still have $5 Tuesdays if they move to Vegas?
Ooh,
Because then I'm in.
Probably not. But also, every game you go to is going to be 90% other team fans.
I mean, is it different than right now?
I don't know. Like, if you, well, so I actually don't like it when you go to Rate Field or whatever the fuck it's called now, and they're playing like
Right,
the Red, like tonight. Is it mostly Red Sox fans?
yeah,
yeah,
right
probably.
behind
Okay.
home plate. There's like 8 Red Sox fans on the stream tonight. Yeah,
Okay.
taking the L from the north side to the south side, you just pick up all the tourists from downtown who are staying in hotels. And even opening day, it's like Anaheim Angels fans. It's like there's no way you are a fucking Anaheim Angels fan going to this game right now. But it is. Like Twins,
That's
it's home game.
insane.
It's a home game for the whole AL Central. Twins,
Has it
Guards,
always
Royals.
been like that? I feel like it wasn't like that.
No,
Like,
no. I mean, when I was growing up, I remember like 2005, like they're chanting "fuck the Red Sox."
yeah,
My
I
dad's like,
remember
"Don't say that."
like
It's
my
like,
first White Sox memory is yelling "Cleveland sucks" walking down the fucking rink.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, it hasn't always been like that, but yeah. I mean, even tonight, looks like attendance is like fucking 3,000 people, man. It's just, it's Friday night. It was a beautiful day here.
It was
Like,
really.
just can't attract anyone, and I don't know. I just want the White Sox to move to that stadium lot. It's called the 78.
yeah,
It's like right
that's
here.
the thought. That's what people are saying. They're like, Ishbia will one lobby because like he'll be here longer, and then two like be able to put up money, and then like they move there, and then that's like Jerry's never gonna see a World Series, so like all Jerry wants to see is like us move to another stadium. I was gonna say
Yeah,
real stadium, but like he just fucking got a stadium 30 years ago. But like if
yeah.
that's
No,
what he
I
wants,
want
fuck
Jerry
it.
to see tomorrow, but the
Yeah.
new stadium would be the whole skyline. It's kind of
Mm.
facing north, and I think that would be fucking sweet. Honestly, I think people are just scared of the term South Side too. Like, there's like multiple people who I know who live right next to me in Wrigley. I'll take the fucking brown line to the red line, and then red line all the way to South Side. Me and Sam did that and grabbed some beers on the South Side, and then took the L back up north. Cop yelled at us to drop our beers on the train, even though we got crack offered on the fucking train. But I mean, if you want us to two handsome guys, me and Sam, to dump our beers in the garbage can, fine. I think people are just scared to go to the south side. It's so inconvenient to get to. Got to take the Dandelion, bumper to bumper traffic, sit in that, go watch the White Sox fucking not do the best. And it's just a pain in the ass to get to the stadium. But yeah, like I said, just move it a little more up north, and I think it won't scare people as much. Even my girlfriend, she's like gets scared to go to the south side. She's like, I never go to a White Sox game by myself, and if I mean women don't feel fucking comfortable going to a White Sox game by themselves, then it's Cubs game,
Yeah,
girls will go by themselves all the time.
and I think that's like it. Yeah, you're right. They just have to change the narrative around it, right? Like, because like a lot of people don't even know like how close Bridgeport is, or they don't know how close like people don't even know that that row of bars exists. Like, if you haven't been there, like you don't see it. So it's like, whereas at Wrigleyville, you show up, you're like, all right, this is Wrigley. Like, there's fucking bars all over the place. There's people all over the
Yep.
place. You fucking take the red line in, like you come up on 35th Street, like you're like, where the fuck am I? Like, you don't see anything that you can like walk to and feel comfortable with. Like, you have to know what's going on. Like, and if you know what's going on, it's a great time. But if you don't, then it's like, what the fuck am I doing? So yeah,
Yeah.
I think they just have to figure out like the whole experience of the
Where were
day.
they planning on putting the new stadium?
It's called the 78.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of where you used to put your shit, Hank. Like,
Yeah,
when you
where
used
where
to,
I was said we should probably put a stadium here because
yeah.
you have everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. So yeah, they're looking at that lot right now, and I'm pretty sure nobody
I
owns
thought
it.
we're
Just
down to it.
no, you know who
Yeah.
used to own it? Who's the mayor that was corrupt as hell? Fuck.
Daily.
look away.
Yeah, no, Daly. The Dailies used to own that lot. They still actually they did for a long time. They wouldn't let it up. It was like his
What are they doing? I think they're like the last mayor that had hella positive reviews.
no clue. Doing whatever.
I guess Rahm Emanuel had okay reviews. Anyways, this isn't turning into a political podcast, but yeah, I think they need to figure something out in terms of like what the game day experience is for the White Sox.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. When I worked there, just like leaving on like a Tuesday night. Like I told you, I would take the red line back, and I'm just by myself. I felt comfortable. Like I'm not mad, but there's like a guy came up to me. He's like, "Yeah, you don't look like us on the train right now." Like, dude, I'm just trying to get home from the White Sox stadium. Like that's plain and simple. PCA has 0 home runs. He's batting 200. By the way, he's at the plate right now. Still
Yikes.
sucks. Really fast though. But yeah, just change the experience. Move to the 78. I think the lease of the stadium's up soon. Somebody told me that Jerry makes more money if they don't get like 5,000. No, not 5,000. It's 40,000 stadium. So if they get less than 20,000 fans on average over the 81 home games, that Jerry makes money somehow. Don't know how it
What?
works, but I think it's true. I
Like
looked it up one day, and I think it's true.
like the stadium people pay him?
I think like this, the city owns the stadium, but it's like leased to the White Sox.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
which
then
is
some Bananas
are
are
we
playing at Great Field.
are we the only? It's like the City of Chicago owns Soldier Field. Bears play there. City of Chicago owns Wright Field. White Sox. Like, are there other cities that do this too? It seems
I don't think
insane.
so. Yeah, no, all he needs a couple investors to go fucking build some shit. Like remember
Like,
the
we're the
whole
third fucking biggest market in the United States. That's crazy.
yeah, like Kevin Warren built the fucking Viking Stadium. They just got a group of private investors. It's not owned by the city of Minneapolis, and it's just they didn't have to pay taxes on it. Just a couple rich investors, and that's kind of what I'm hoping the HBOs do. If they do take over, is you guys have fucking billions. Can you just please pay for a stadium? Jerry just wants us to
Yeah,
fucking keep paying for a new one, and that money
exactly.
would
And
just
like,
go to his pocket.
yeah, the dude Justin, like, he's building the largest, like, it's the most expensive residential property in Illinois history in Wilmette or whatever the fuck it is, like, or Winnetka or whatever, wherever he's building it. Like, that's this dude has cash. He clearly
Yeah,
wants to be here. Like, I'm hoping he just balls out. Like, and you don't even have to ball out. Just like be middle of the pack. Like, we're a massive market. If you could just tap in to kind of all these like White Sox fans, they're just like it's like it feels like a sleeping giant. Like, we're never
yeah.
gonna be like the number one team for sure, but like we should for sure be middle of the pack. And then like as long as you are competitive, people will come to the fucking games. People will get excited. People will buy merch. Like,
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the Bears do too, because if they move out to Arlington, I know there's talks about the White Sox moving to the lakefront campus, which could be sweet as well and attract more people as well.
yeah,
Just
totally.
But that'll never happen. We're just getting our hopes up.
the thing is like with these stadiums, I think the one thing that they all is like I get like these fancy like, oh, like look at, we have these villages and cool stuff all around it, but at the same time, like, where's your parking? Like, where's your transit? Where's your transit in? Like, how are people getting there? Can you make it accessible and easy? Like, that should be number one, and it's not.
Yeah, Soldier
It's
Field's the fucking worst at that. Yeah, we park in the parking garage at the Millennium Garage at Maggie Daly Park. Take a shuttle bus, go to Soldier Field, go to the game. After the game, the line for the shuttle bus is so long, we just walk the mile and a half back to the Millennium Garage.
Which is the worst, especially when we lose. Like I've only made that walk when we fucking lost, and I'm like, all right, I cannot take another fucking mile walk to the Roosevelt Red Line stop when we've lost 35.
and everybody's quiet, nobody's talking.
Yeah, and then like especially when we play the Packers, you play a fucking Packers game, and those fuckers are talking so much shit the entire walk. Oh, it's the worst. It's
The amount of cooler beers that I've bought from a 12-year-old outside Soldier Field just for the walk back, it's
Seriously.
insane. When you win, it's
literally-
awesome.
I look at my Venmo history and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy that I paid $5 to? And it's like, all right, that was a fireball shot that I was like on the way to the fucking red line.
Sam and I were leaving guaranteed rate, and I had like a 5, a 20, a 10, and like a 50. And there's a guy like the cooler, and I had a 5, and I was like, "Yo, can I get a beer?" He's like, "No, it's $10." And I was like, "All right, can I get? All I have is 5." I was like, "Can I get one?" He's like, "Yeah, you're good." And I was like, "Can I actually get 2 for my boy?" He's like, "Yeah, you're fine." I was like, "Can I grab 2 more like for the L?" He's like, "Yeah, you're good." So I got 4 Miller Lights for $5. You
That's
moron! I don't know how this negotiation works, but like I told Sam, just show him the cash, and we're good, man.
Dude,
We're cool.
crit 20 on that
Dude.
charisma check.
Hey, I will say you can't do that in Wrigleyville. Shout out the south side of Chicago.
The cops outside of Wrigley bust those fuckers now. Like they're always busting them, which is so shitty. I mean, you could go to Dugout and get like a Miller Lite for $2 still, but I mean, they're doing their hard work, man.
Yeah.
Sam was the best. Sam said he has a soft spot in his heart for the Bucket Boys, so he always gives them cash. I'm like, yeah, that's
fucking
cool guy
love
move.
the Bucket Boys, dude. Like
I
but
respect
like
that.
outside of the Art Institute, Bulls games and Sox games, they're my fucking number one attraction. I love them.
Yeah. No, they're definitely like,
They got talent, man. They got talent.
They do.
All right, boys. Might be done.
think we're
Aaron, any
good.
other would you rather's? Are you good?
Let me see if I have any other.
I guess we did tangent off that one. The Jerry one, we just went full bore somewhere else.
Fuck Jerry.
All right, this is a weird one. Like, so again, so full transparency, I asked ChatGPT to make all of these. Big ChatGPT guy. I don't know what this means, but I'm interested to see your guys' answer.
Okay.
Would you rather let Frank Thomas be the general manager or let Jason Benetti make all roster decisions via Zoom? Kind of something to think about.
This is interesting. So if he's making all the
It is-
rosters, he's essentially the GM, but it's just over Zoom.
No contact.
Just over Zoom versus Frank Thomas is just like he's in the box.
I'd probably put the Big Hurt. I'd probably choose Big Hurt because he's an intimidating presence. So
Yeah.
I mean, you get traded and you get welcomed to the White Sox by the Big Hurt. Benetti is
So
not
what
the
is he
most.
doing right now? He was on like pregame, postgame, and then like, what is he doing? Nothing. Is he just on MLB TV? Like,
No clue. He's drinking he's pouring MAIDROTH his MALORT shots at Turtles tonight.
Alert MAIDROTH.
yeah, exactly. MAIDROTH's
Eminem.
fucking dead.
Eminem.
He's filling up the Gatorade. It's just all MALORT. He's the captain now. I told my dad he's in the dugout and he just goes up to Luis and told him he's the captain now. This is
I
my
texted
fucking team.
I texted my dad. We talk maybe like once every 4 months. I said, White Sox are back. He said, it was just a mirage. I'm like, all right, good to talk to you.
Correct mirage and say MAIDROTH. That's what
Yeah,
it was.
it was just a my draw.
Yeah.
That's all.
Hell yeah.
That's a weather formation. A MAIDROTH's coming in. Everyone buckle up.
Oh my
kid.
god. These
Everyone
Maidroth
take cover.
clouds.
Here comes the MAIDROTH. I'm gonna get a MAIDROTH shirt.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rookie of the year. You guys heard it here first.
Well, a lot of things happen today.
Sometimes life deals you bananas and you gotta just say, fuck it, I'm gonna eat that shit.
I'm not touching it. Cut it. Cut it.
We're cutting it. We're done.
I had to tie that in.
We're out.
And they were all great. And they were all thrilling. And they were all dramatic.
But you know what? Get big, get tough, and get fucked.
Too bad we couldn't have had
Hot, juicy cake takes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Some
that's fine.
hot cakes on the griddle. You know what I'm saying?